guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cami. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a requested video. I'm going to be comparing and contrasting the Stila Shimmer and Glow eyeshadows to the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadows. If you are interested in seeing my thoughts and seeing if these are actually dupes, just keep watching. So we are all nice and zoomed in. I do want to put on some crease colors, so I'm going to take my Mini Norvina Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2 and put some of these in my crease as my crease colors. I wanted to use this palette today because I'm not going to do a dedicated video on this because it has been out for a while and I just got it on sale, so I didn't think you guys would be interested in it. But if you are, of course, let me know down below. I'll be happy to do that video for you. So I'm gonna first take my Morphe M441. It's a big fluffy brush. I'm gonna go the peachy orangey route today. So I'm gonna take this peach shade right here. And when I hauled this palette, these three shadows on the bottom row were kind of chalky, so I'm interested to see how it's going to hold up on my eyes. I'm gonna put that peach color in the crease. So while I'm doing my crease colors, I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions and get your opinions on things. I have a couple videos in mind, but I'm not sure how I want to execute it or how you guys want to see it. So I'd love for your feedback on that. I recently purchased two palettes that are kind of on the more limited edition side, or they're not as available as I would like it to be. So the first palette is the Sailor Moon ColourPop palette, which I think is so pretty and beautiful and perfect for the summer and spring. I really would love to do a video on that, but I'm not sure if you guys would like to see that because it is very limited edition. Like, it came out, sold out really quickly, and then ColourPop restocked it, sold out, and then Ulta had it and restocked it a couple times and then it sold out. I bought it on one of the Ulta restocks. And I know they're going to restock it July 30th, so it will probably already be out of stock. But it seems like they're doing more restocks, so I'd love to do a review and or an eye look on that palette if you guys would love to see that, but I'm not sure if you are because it always gets sold out and I don't know how many more times they're going to restock it. And then the second palette on the same spectrum is the Pure X Raw Beauty Christie palette. I have that palette and I haven't used it because I'm thinking about doing a review on it. I know they did a pre-order, but Christie said that will probably be the last time they end up restocking that palette. So I'm not sure if you even want to see a review or an eye look on it. Maybe if you guys have it, you'd love to see an eye look that I create. I don't want to make a video that you guys don't want to see because you can't purchase the palette. I want your opinions on that. Another video idea I have is from my Black owned makeup brand video. I purchased several things from Black owned businesses, but I bought majority of it to be eyeshadows because of course I love eyeshadows. So I'm not sure how to do that because it's not like I can put all those products on my eyes. So maybe I could do like a haul or only use a couple things and then do like another video. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do all of these videos, but I want to, of course, make videos that you guys want to see. So let me know down below your thoughts on all the videos that I'm planning and what you would like to see. And of course, also tell me if you're not interested in a video or if you don't want to see it because things aren't available. I just love to hear your thoughts on all of that. So now I'm going to take my Morphe M433, one of my favorite brushes, and this orangey shade right here to put deeper into the crease. Also, like, I really truly do love you guys requesting a video, and I have several videos actually that you guys requested and I'm really excited to do those videos for you guys. And this is also a requested video. I'm really excited to see if they're dupes because then we'll both be saving a lot of money, of course. So this Norvina palette, the peachy shade wasn't very vibrant, but this orange shade is. It's like almost a neon color. It's crazy. And I'm not getting any fallout, which is really nice. There's a little bit of kickback on the palette. Well, those are some really bright shades on my crease. It actually absolutely stained my brushes, but that's okay. That's what brushes are for, while we clean them. I am done with this palette for now, and we're gonna go ahead and go into the liquid eyeshadows. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild smudger brush. I have a lot of these because I love these brushes, but these are just super small and precise, and I love using these types of brushes because you can really precisely put the eyeshadows where you want them, and especially with liquid eyeshadows, you do want to be more careful because it's harder to remove if you get it on your eyes where you don't want it to be. So I really like these brushes to apply liquid eyeshadows. I have two of them because I'm going to use one for one shadow and one for the other shadow, so it's fair. And I'm going to be using the Stila Shimmer and Glow in Starlight. I'm not sure if this is available. I purchased this at TJ Maxx. You know, most of the time TJ Maxx has discontinued products, but I didn't look it up to see if it actually is still available. I'm more or less trying to compare the formula and the look of the eyeshadow rather than the color dupe. Any of these shimmer and glows can probably relate to any of the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadows. In the Kokie Cosmetics one, I'm choosing Celeste. These are pretty spot on color dupes. So, you know, if this is discontinued, the Stila one, then you can find the same color in Celeste for the Crystal Fusion. This is the liquid eyeshadow that I used in my previous video testing out new drugstore makeup products. So you guys have already seen these colors, but now we are going to test out the two colors together. On my left eye, your right, I'm going to use the Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadow, and on my right and your left, I'm going to use the Stila Shimmer and Glows. Like I said, in my drugstore eyeshadows, I like to put it on the back of my hand and go in with a brush that way instead of going strictly onto it. I'm going to take my Stila Shimmer and Glow in Starlight and put some of that on the back of my hand. I'm going to take my smudger brush and go ahead and apply that on the lid. I've always loved the Stila, the Shimmer and Glows, because they're like the first really good liquid eyeshadows that came out on the market, and this, you know, this formula has been out for a while. I do truly love this, but I don't use it as often because for a more everyday basis, I kind of prefer more mattes or shimmer pressed eyeshadows than like liquid eyeshadows. I find liquid eyeshadows to be more of like a special occasion type of thing. So I usually only wear liquid eyeshadows when I'm like going out or it's a special occasion, not really on an everyday basis. So it'd be really nice to see if this does work out. Because I don't use this as often, I don't have to spend the outrageous amount that the Stila Shimmer and Glows cost. But that is really pretty. Now I'm going to go into the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadow in Celeste, and I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand and apply that to the left eye. So right off the bat, I'm seeing that the Kokie Cosmetics is actually a little bit more pigmented than the Stila. Also, when I was putting it on my hand, the Kokie Cosmetics one actually applied more product onto my hand than the Stila. I had to go in several times to get enough product to cover my whole eyelid, but with this, I think I can just do like one or two dips and then like it covers the whole eyelid, so I use less product in my mind. That could be because of the doe foot applicator. The Kokie one has more of like a regular doe foot, so when you apply it to the back of your hand, there is more product on it than the paddle that the Stila has. So I think I actually much more prefer the Kokie doe foot applicator, just so that I don't have to dip into it as much. The method that I do, I like to put more on my hand and then put it on my eye, but if you are going to use it straight onto your eye, that's a different thing because you do want less product, especially if you have smaller eyes like I do. So I guess that just depends on how you choose to apply it. So right off the bat, it could be just how I applied it. I actually think the Kokie Cosmetics is more vibrant. It's not as patchy as the Stila one, but I think I might try to go in with a second layer on the Stila one and maybe even the Kokie one to see how vibrant we can get it. Looking at it in the monitor, this does look a little bit more vibrant than this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a second layer. And I did put a little bit more on my brush. Like I tried to dip in more. Tried to put more product on the back of my hand to balance it out with the Kokie Cosmetics, and I think that did work out better. But that is definitely way more vibrant than it was earlier. So to match that, because I don't want to, you know, cheat, I'm going to add a second layer onto the Kokie side as well. See if we can get that side more vibrant, just like the Stila side. I'm done with the liquid eyeshadows. I actually think they're very similar in color and in texture. It could be because the Kokie one is newer than the Stila one. I've had the Stila one for several months now, but it shouldn't be going bad because it's only been several months. But I think that the Kokie one is a little bit more liquidy, which actually makes it, I don't know, I think it's prettier because it is a little bit more liquidy than really thick. But that could also mean that because it is thicker, it could last longer on the eyes. I'm not quite sure. I will put down in the comments below how this actually wears throughout the day. So if you'd like to see how it holds up throughout the day, just look down in the comments below. But now I'm gonna go back into my M433 and blend out the outer crease color into the shimmer shadow to blend it out better. I'm also going to finish the lower lash line. I'm going to take the M410. We're going to take that orange shade again that we put in the outer crease right here and just drag that along the lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the M506 and that peach shade that we put all over the crease and just smoke out the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go put on some mascara. I'm using the ColourPop BFF Volumizing Mascara, and I'm gonna apply that on my bottom and top lashes. On my lips, I already applied the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in Sugar and Spice. I'm going to apply a little bit more of my Lunar Beauty lip gloss in Starlight. I put some earlier, but of course, as I was talking, it kind of went away, so I'm gonna reapply that. All right, so this is the final look. We are going to zoom out and then we can discuss my thoughts on these two liquid eyeshadows. All right, so we are all zoomed out and we can start talking about the two products. So I have the Stila one on this side and the Kokie one on this side. I really don't think you can see the difference between the two. Like if I was to go out, I don't think someone would say, hey, you have two different products on your eyes, because they look pretty similar. So let's go ahead and talk about packaging. They both do have the same tube and look very similar. So they both have like that clear outer side and then the liquid and like a little tube inside of it. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not, but the Kokie one is a little bit taller. It does have more product. So the Kokie one comes with 0.16 fluid ounces and the Stila one only has 0.153 ounces. So it's not a whole lot, but there is more in the Kokie one. But if you really look at it, the tube in the Stila one is a little bit more bigger than the Kokie one. So I don't know if it's just an illusion of the eye. The top is very similar. They both have like this metallic top. But with the Kokie one, the material for the top shows fingerprints more, so it does get a little bit more messy. The one for the Stila, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't show fingerprints as much. But I don't think, you know, the outrageous price of the Stila one is worth having a cleaner cap. Like, I don't really care for the cleaner cap because what shows on the eyes is more important. So they do have different doe foot applicators. The Stila one is more of a flat paddle than Kokie one having a doe foot applicator. And as I did say in the tutorial, that the Stila one didn't apply as much product on the back of my hand as the Kokie one, and I think that has to do with the applicator. I prefer more product on the back of my hand so that I can dip my brush in there and then go in. But if you are going straight to your eyes, it's actually better to have less product so that you can build instead of having more product and then not knowing what to do with the extra product on your eye. So in my instance, I think that the Kokie one is better for me, but if you are one that to go straight onto your eyes, I think that the Stila one is actually better. The swatches look very similar. They're both the same opaqueness, the same amount of shimmer. They're both beautiful. I don't see a difference in these two. If you were to swatch them, I wouldn't be able to tell which one is which. Now that we've talked about how these are pretty much similar except for the doe foot applicator, let's go ahead and talk about the prices. So the Stila Shimmer and Glows cost $24, and I honestly believe that is an outrageous price for this. Most of them I purchased at TJ Maxx. The Stila ones actually have a glitter and glow as well. Like, this is a shimmer and glow, so they also have a glitter and glow, which is much more glittery. The Kokie Cosmetics do not have more of a glitter. They're more of the shimmer and glow dupes. So if you are looking more specifically for a glitter and glow, I think these would be best because I haven't found one that would be similar. So on the other hand, this is the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion Liquid Eyeshadows, and these retail for a whopping $5.99, and that is like a fourth of the price of the Stila one. Honestly, I think that you should just go for the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion because you are saving so much money. You're saving 3/4 of the price of a Stila one. I think if you are gonna go for the glitter and glows, I think the Stila ones are worth it because they are really pretty. But if you're only caring about the shimmer and glows, I think you can find pretty much dupes for it in the Kokie one and get it for way cheaper. The formula feels the same. It looks the same on the eyes. I think the biggest difference is the doe foot applicator, but if you are going to apply it with a brush, which I highly suggest it so you can control how much product goes on your eyes, then I think that the Kokie Cosmetics one just works perfectly. And it could be different because I've never worn these two against each other all day. So, I mean, the Kokie one could break throughout the day and the Stila one could last longer. So I do not have that right now because I just filmed the video, but you can go ahead and look down below in the description because I will be wearing this all day. So you can see if it does break up more. As of right now, in my thoughts, I think they're exactly the same, and I think that the Kokie Cosmetics one is almost better than the Stila one, to be honest, because it applied better. It applied on the back of my hand better. I mean, it could be because the Stila one is a couple months old, but if it dries out that quickly, I don't want to spend $24 on it either. So I would rather spend $6 and it dry out in a couple months so that I can repurchase it than getting a $24 one, it drying out, and then purchasing it again. So I actually think that the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion one is better, and I would recommend this more than the Stila one. So are they dupes? Yes, and I think it's actually better. So I think you should go ahead and pick this up if you are interested in it, because these are phenomenal and they look so beautiful on the eyes. Like I love. Alright guys, so that is my video on the Stila Shimmer and Glows versus the Kokie Cosmetics Crystal Fusion liquid eyeshadows. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!